WART Day 19. Airbnb in roughly Bozeman, Montana, actually Belgrade if you know the area. We are at an Airbnb getting refreshed, showered, laundried. Quite pleasant. We had carry out last night, which was good. Jen and I are trying to update these videos actually, and then I'm also doing some email, trying to get caught up. Yeah, nothing majorly planned today, although we did find out friends of ours are actually in Bozeman today. We're gonna try to meet up, especially because it's one of Eva's besties, so hopefully that happens today, so that should be fun. I took off to run some errands, came across these hot air balloons floating around on my way to get the oil changed in the van because we put that many miles on it on just this trip. And I had to get a haircut. I knew I was in the right place when this guy was in the waiting room with chops like that. That's good. And I got a pretty drastic haircut. So I think officially called a frohawk. I'm not completely sure, but yeah, I kind of did it as a joke, and honestly, I kind of like it. So then we took off to get this list of things, and there's a precursor on that list if you took a quick note. And then this is kind of boring laundry stop. Here's a picture of our Airbnb with our trailer parked out in the parking pad. And we did end up meeting up with our friends that actually live on our street. So I had ice cream with them. Katie, Lucas, and some of Katie's family and friends. Here's a picture of Eva and Lucas. Usually if you see them on our street, they're tackling each other, which they weren't here yet, but I think it did happen at some point. And I had a good little visit with them, which was fun, being a few thousand miles from home. And then here's Lucas and Eva doing what they do best. Then we had dinner at a brewery that evening, which was just fine, and then finished up the laundry. And then the nightly festivities got a little more interesting. As evening set in, the real highlight of the day and the time in Belgrade started. I had Samara do the hair dye on my new hairdo, which I have to say turned out pretty awesome. So much so where I thought it was going to be a joke. I think I kind of like it. So we'll see, folks, when I get back to Cincinnati if this thing endures. So far the consensus seems to be it's pretty good, other than some of the strange looks I get from folks. And here's my updated profile picture.